Yo, what up? Oh, what up, people? What's going on? How we doing? What we got here? Eon, what up? Prince Easy. Ooh, incorrect. As much as I love Prince Nassim, that is erroneous. My top 5 greatest fighter of all time. One of my top 5s. Nah, I didn't do the glove raffle. You didn't even enter the glove raffle yet. I'm waiting for you to enter the bitch. Glove raffles. We just started the glove raffle officially. I still got to mail out Clarissa's fucking thing tomorrow. Today I went to the Serrano Taylor press conference. I just got back, so I didn't have time today. Camacho never fought. He might have fought Feather, but the majority was a lightweight when he was at his prime. What up, E-Rocks? You did enter, yeah, but you didn't do your typical $100 or 10 raffle ticket drop. So I don't know if you're gonna do that or not. But now we just started that one. I still need for that one. I need it. Let's see. Yeah, I need 15 more at least for to rock out. Fucking sun has my cold now. Shit's annoying. It's like all up in here. It's better today though. Way better. Yeah, so I just got back from the Serrano Taylor. You probably saw me in it if you watched it. I was right in front there. Saw some creative Deep South justice today. Can't make this up. I don't know what that means, but okay. Share this link. What's this mean? Sandy Sadler. I'm going with the man who beat Sadler in their what they fight 3 to 5 times. That's the greatest featherweight. He's also the top 5 greatest fighter who ever lived. I give you a hint. He is a cracker. He's a crack-ass cracker. Boom. There you go. That is the correct crack-ass cracker. Willie Pep is the greatest featherweight. The hardest hitting featherweight of all time, Eon, is Prince Nassim. I agree with that. But the greatest overall, the Pep man. He was like 229 and 11 or some shit. And all of his losses came when he was 90. What up? Salvador Sanchez was not a featherweight. I believe he was not a featherweight. Salvador Sanchez, I thought he was a lightweight or 140. Let me look because I could be wrong. Let's see. Sanchez. Oh, he was a featherweight. Oh shit. Well, here's why I don't include him, the old schools, because he died too young, so he's excluded. But he was one of the great ones. Could have been. Dry ass. What up to your number one supporter? Sadler beat Pep 4 times. So do you know all of the conditions behind all those fights and what stage Pep was in his career and all that stuff? What up, Rusty? Yeah, no, he was. You're right. Yeah, please don't make him get started. Eric Morales. He's up there, but he also went up. When he fought Pacquiao and Barrera, were they feathers at that point? I think they were. They might have been 130. And they're all still racist. Who was still racist? All by knockout. Jorge Paez could have been one of the greatest old school, but he also made the cardinal sin in boxing, and he punched way below his weight class. He had no business in there against Oscar De La Hoya at 135. So mind you, he's already way heavier than he should be, and De La Hoya's fucking way lighter than he is. He's coming in 155 the next day. Motherfucker's coming in 20 pounds heavier, just destroying people. De La Hoya and Shane Mosley at 35 was just unfair. Salvador was B. What up, Jeffrey? Roy wasn't off the peds. Salvador was a featherweight. He was. I was mistaken, but he excludes. I guess I put him out of my brain. I don't include people who didn't have full careers. You don't die or that early, and it just we'll never know what would happen with him. So I exclude it. But I like Prince Nassim. His style is unique. Was it? Hell yeah. Pep was 28 years old when Sadler knocked him out. Overall career, though, Willie Pep had a better overall career. Sadler had his number most of the fights, but overall career, he had a better career. The press was boring. Saw your video on Ali, you learning about Ali. Man, learning. I've been known about Ali. What are you talking about? Marco, why has Ness been giving a lot? Why has it been through time slide lately? I don't think so. I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but I don't really give a fuck what he's doing. I don't know. I don't know what he does, when he does it, nothing. Like I said, until we have a conversation, I don't really give a fuck what he does. I never gave a fuck before anyway. The truth is, I never watched that show unless I was on it. Like, never. I don't think I've ever watched one. I've never even rewound one episode that I've been on. Like, I've never watched a show I've not been on, and I've never even rewound one that I've been on. Not once. 229 wins with 65 KOs. 65 KOs is not very good. That's, what is that? Let me see. I'm going to guess it's in like the 40s percentage. Wow, 28% knockout ratio. Holy shit. Oh, he's live right now? Well, that's why there's only 10 people in here, I guess. Damn, Amanda is fucking corny. So did you guys see Katie Taylor shut her up? Katie Taylor hit her with some... Katie Taylor got a verbal knockout in that press conference. Easy. That shit was dope. Bailey, Marco was watching Ali when Ali was fighting. Bailey's younger than me. Yeah, I'd be sad. I don't want the guy to die. What the fuck? Just I don't care about him going live doesn't mean I want him to die, you fucking goofball. What up, vloggies? But I think Willie Pep is the best featherweight. That's the thing. Just because he lost to somebody, Willie Pep's career overall was better. Julio Cesar Chavez. Yeah, but Julio Cesar Chavez was never a featherweight, I don't believe. And if he was, it was like a hot second when he was like 15. Why you don't like listening to boring callers who just want to hear the script they prepare? Thanks, Quinn. I don't know, Mamoon. Bud will eventually move up to 75. And you're wilding out. He is not moving up to no 75. You guys didn't see what she said? Yeah, Alberto's fucking weird. Alberto loves drama. You guys didn't see it? So they kind of got into it a little bit, especially for them, because they've never had... They're talking about how Serrano goes, well, you know what? Why don't we play it? I'll show you. Katie was funny. Katie hit her with that like shut her up. Basically, it was like you have no knockout power. So you'll see they were talking about the fight should have been 3 minutes. Here we go. Let me see the... Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna play this for you guys. This is funny. This is how she is. It's hard to understand her accent, but here it is. All right.
And a line of people queuing up beside you for the payday. So
Listen, you can't say you were a real fighter and never want to do the three. You shook on it. I respect you, and I will continue to respect you in and out the ring, Katie. But we did shake on it, not knowing. And if you say that you called the shots, you could have called.
Wait. Where's this come? Hold on a second. All right, my bad. So let me just give you guys perspective. They're arguing because they were gonna fight 3-minute rounds, right? And they ended up doing 2-minute rounds. Women don't fight 3-minute rounds; they always fight 2. So this is what the argument's about. Serrano saying, "Well, you shook my hand. You said next fight, the second fight will be 3-minute rounds, but then you ended up, changing it." And then Katie Taylor's being like, yo, like, first of all, she's explaining why it was changed to 2 minutes. So that's what they're talking about, how Serrano swore that Katie Taylor shook her hand and said, we'll do 3 minutes. So that's what we're talking about here. So let me play it again for you guys. So you get the backstory of it. And then listen to how Katie Taylor shuts her down. It's pretty funny. Like verbally, literally shuts her up. Where is it? Is that it? No, wait, hold on. Why is this not? Oh, man. Hold on, let me find it. I shut the shit out by mistake. It's annoying. Here we go. Okay. All right. There we go. This is annoying the shit out of me. Keep playing the wrong fucking thing.
Fired for the payday. So
Listen,
in
you
that
can't
context,
say you were a real fighter and never want to do the 3. You shook on it. I respect you, and I will continue to respect you in and out the ring, Katie. But you did shake on it, not knowing. And if you say that you called the shots, you could have called the shots that day. You should have not shook my hand if you wasn't gonna.
you need to start
We have an extra minute.
At
It
the
won't
end of
go
the day,
no
I
way.
think the point of a 3-minute round was to prove to people that you get more knockouts. How many knockouts did you get in your 12 3-minute rounds? 0.
So she just goes, yeah, you 3-minute rounds because you're going to knock me out. How many knockouts have you had in all your 3-minute round fights? She goes, 0. And she shuts her right up. Watch.
You end up in boring fights.
She goes, there were barring fights.
And it wasn't a good advertisement for a 12 3-minute round fight for women. It was boring.
She goes, it wasn't good advertisement for 3-minute women round fights. You were boring. She's just playing her out because Serrano's trying to be like, yeah, I would have knocked you out if I had 3 minutes. And she's like, you never knocked anybody out.
So I don't think Netflix are too disappointed this fight is a 10 2-minute round fight.
Because I don't think Netflix is upset that this is going to be 2 minutes because of what you did in your boring 3-minute round fights. And now watch how she just shuts up. See, she just shut up.
Next question, please.
When she says
You heard her? She goes, next question, please. Yeah, that was funny to me. That was funny to me. She just shut her the fuck up quick. She couldn't say anything. Especially there live. You saw I was just like, she just shut up, and then she went, next question. She tried to play it off, but Katie shut her up. That was funny. And Katie never talks. That's why that was funny. She's like very like quiet Irish. So that was fun. She got like 30 KOs, don't it? Mm-hmm. Eon, you got an what? What the fuck is this? Eon, why are you putting your... What the fuck is going on? Weird. Katie won. Yeah, I was saying that, Bob. She shut her up. It was funny. She really just shut her up. She shut her up nice. I don't know. I didn't see the first fight, and I only paid attention to parts of the second fight. Yeah, third fight, Clarissa. Third fight. That's what the press conference was for today. Why would Amanda have headgear on? She's trying to take a jab at Katie. I didn't understand why either. Maybe somebody else knows. It was some kind of like a joke to take a like jab at her. But I don't understand. Does anybody else know why? I mean, there's a reason behind it. I just don't forget. I don't remember. Nah, that's a text now number. Clarissa, feel free to try that, to text that. I don't know what you guys are doing, but. So this is what happens. So when Nessa's live, I get fucking 13 people in here, one of which wants to talk about nothing past 2010, which is Alberto. And then that sucks. Oh, yes. That's right. Thank you, Iraq, because they had that fucking, all the cuts. Good point. May the most attractive woman win. I mean, I'm not into either of them, so. Draw. Headbutts and cuts. Yeah, that makes sense. She got like 31 KOs. How doesn't she have KOs? in the 3-minute rounds she was fighting, is what she's saying. Amanda Serrano, let's see. In the 3-minute rounds she fought, Katie was saying that she got 0 knockouts in 3-minute rounds. I think that's what she was saying. Let's see here. She has 31 KOs. That's actually pretty good for a woman. Well, she has a lot of fights, but let's see. How many 3-minute fights, 3-minute rounds does she have? So far, none. Looking at all these, it's all 2-minute round, 2-minute. Yeah, women's 2 minutes. I don't know why she would fight 3, but let me see. Just so I get educated on what they're talking about. What is this? Here it's not saying. Not saying. Yeah, so according to this, none of these. Who's the only person to beat her? Oh, Katie Taylor. None of these are 3-minute rounds. So her only losses were to who? Katie Taylor and Frida Wahlberg. Whatever happened to Frida Wahlberg? She's actually not bad looking. Swedish. She is not fighting. She stopped fighting in 2013. She retired 11-1. Her only loss to Zianeka. Okay. Well, damn, Serrano's been fighting that long? Holy shit. Crazy. The crown prince of boxing. I ain't watch y'all debate. I felt I won the debate. Mark wife. Huh? What you mean? What you mean? CJ, what up? I feel the fix is in against Taylor this fight. Serrano is sad to keep chasing Taylor. I mean, again, let's do a poll here. And this is assuming you guys even watched it. How did you guys score their fight? Just put in the chat, 1-1 Taylor, 2-1 Serrano, however you have it, or draw. I'm curious what you guys. I didn't see the first fight. And the second fight, from what I saw, it was close. But from what I saw, I thought Katie Taylor won because she was just throwing more. You know what I'm saying? They were both equally landing, but Katie's volume. You know what I'm saying? Like it looked like they were both landing like 30% of their punches. Just Katie threw more of them, therefore she landed more. So she should have won. That's the way I remember seeing it. Katie, okay. Katie won both. Serrano won both. There we go. 2-2. 1-1. What else we got? What you guys think? And a lot of you could even put didn't watch it, didn't care. That's okay. Because that's how kind of I felt. I watched the fights, but didn't score the fights. Didn't watch. I thought Taylor won both. Serrano just gets more crowd noise, so it seems like she's winning. That's kind of what I saw too, Quinn. And I'm a New Yorker. Like, I got no, I'm down to vote to root for my native New Yorker, but it looked like Katie was just doing that whole like Irish Rocky thing. Serrano has a bigger fan base in Nueva York. No, pero Irlanda. How do you say Ireland? Ireland in Spanish. Ireland? Irolanda. I'm just. Mexican fighter always wins. None of them Mexican, you racist bastard. Serrano ain't Mexican. I just, he first off he is racist.
Oh, that's racist.
And we've said that she's
racist. Oh, that's racist.
And we've said she's Irish. So do me a favor, CJ.
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
I was good going to the city today, though. City of Dreams. It was weird. I was walking because I grew up not too far from MSG. Throws me back, man. I can't wait to be calling those fights for ESPN. I'm gonna come in. I'm coming in hard for that interview or that pitch. All Latinos are Mexican. True. I'm coming in hard for that pitch, guys. I want you guys to help me, man. Any ideas you guys have? I really like the name, and I don't think the name matters, but I really like the name, the Marco Boxing Experience. I think that was Clarissa's name, I believe. I like it. And I really like simple. Here's what I'm thinking about call-ins, though. How do you do call-ins on a non-live show? I was just thinking that. How do you get call-ins on a non-live show? You could actually say tape segment, put it out there, and have people call in. I guess you could do it that way. She from NY, though. I know where she's from. Hell's Kitchen Boxing. Nah, whack. That's a mouthful, first of all. It's way too jumbled up. It's like a very cumbersome title. I like Marco Boxing Experience. I like that. Like it a lot. I don't know, Marco's Boxing Experience or Marco Boxing Experience, but I like it. I've seen someone say the punchline pugilist. That's what you can maybe call my videos. I had like three or four people come up to me. One guy took a selfie with me. They recognized me today. It was cool. That's what I do in my videos, but my whole show isn't going to be being like, oh, and she lands and beats him down like John Gotti owes her money. You know, I'm not going to be doing that the whole show, so it's not going to be sweet Marco Boxing. Wow, that was fucking gay. Wow. Sweet Marco Science. Sweet? You can say Marco's Sweet Science. Ooh. Okay, Alberto. What do you think, Clarissa? Marco's Sweet Science. Marco's Experience. How about Marco's Sweet Science? Or the Sweet Science with Marco? Sweet Science, Marco's Sweet Science, or Marco's Experience. I like all those. What do you guys think of that? I kind of like that. Because Sweet Science, because somebody said the word boxing deters people. If they see Sweet Science, Marco's Sweet Science. I kind of like that. Nah, one more round is too on the nose, Quinn. You know what on the nose means? It's a saying in writing and TV means too obvious. You want it to be a little creative. What's up? Did you watch the Boxing Voice today? They were roasting Two-Tone on being 44, not having he's not 44, isn't he 38? And no, Will, I don't go on the Boxing Voice ever. Even before Ness had his temper tantrum, I didn't go on there unless I'm on there. So I'm sure as fucking I can go now when I'm not on there. Been laughing out dude too much, but the Cash App's dried up. I've been laughing out with dude too much, huh? Bogus. I feel like that too easy. Cancel the one more round. Sounds like a. What do you guys think? Do you like this Marco Sweet Science? Or the Sweet Science with Marco? Put a poll. Here's why I don't want to do a poll, Clarissa, because I feel like it's going to jinx it. If the meeting goes well and they're like, yes, let's move forward, or then maybe I'll do that. But I'm going to keep those locked. I like the Marco's Boxing Experience. I like Marco's Sweet Science. Marco is the main man of the hour. I appreciate you, Malik. Who you got this weekend? So here's the problem. I think Boots can beat him dominantly. But after seeing that face-off, my man Boots is looking gaunt. Dried up, gaunt. I don't like it. I'm worried he might have overstayed his welcome at welterweight. That's only if he's not dried up like a California raisin, then he should beat him easily. So my idea was, I like the idea actually. You and Johnny twin thugs? Johnny? Who's Johnny? Boots looks depleted. Yeah, he does. He looks mad skinny. He'll lose and blame it on the... Well, that could be a reason. He rocks. He wants to defend his belt. I don't blame him for having a fight at 47. He's never defended his belt, I don't think. Oh, boy. I'm not reading that. Okay, Mamoon. Mamoon always wants to get the punch. Forgot. Diuretics got Boots sapped. Yeah. Osterine? Boots was doing his best Frank Martin. Yeah. And by the way, there was a picture of Tank, a video of him training with my man, Coach Mustafa. Did you guys see that? Well, I know Mustafa personally. I hit him up. Mustafa confirmed he is not training Tank. Tank was just in town for the day, working out at his gym. Roy was average. Excessive weight cut's going to cut that chin in half. We're going to see. Did you guys watch the Serrano thing? Because during the questions, you could see me, I'm pretty sure. When they were taking media questions. I didn't even want to ask a media question. I was going to ask Jake Paul a question if I was able to when he was on stage, but he stepped out on purpose. I was going to ask him, I was going to be like, yo, I love what you're doing for women's boxing. Would you be open to signing possibly the greatest female boxer ever, definitely today, Clarissa Shields? Because I know they have a little beef. That's what I would have asked him, but since he wasn't there, I had no interest in asking the girls questions. Tank already back in training, yeah? Leg's going to be jello. Word life. Word life. Actually, I just got an email from Jake Paul's people. What's this say here? Serena, Trilogy, New York. Is this the application? Oh, no, this is... Okay. I thought that might be the application for media credentials. The fight's July 11th, I believe, at MSG, which I will apply for. Tank already back in training. Yeah, I saw a white cue ball in the crowd. Did you really see me? I mean, I was wearing this. You would have seen me sitting with this exact shirt on. And that's racist, by the way. And insensitive. So you're being racially insensitive. Did dude just call you cute? He called me a cue ball, which is very, very insensitive. And if I'm not mistaken, CJ, your roof is low too. So shut the fuck up. Yeah, the Boots fight. I think I did apply for that fight, but maybe I didn't. No, I don't think I applied because I would have got a denial or an approval. I didn't get either. I guess I knew I wasn't driving to Philly. Atlantic City. That just wasn't happening. Sugar Ray Leonard glove entries. I need 15 more. And Clarissa, if you're watching, I'm going to send your belt tomorrow. Got it in the box right there, waiting. It's a CVS box that I got something from CVS in delivered. And you get to have the belt delivered. And the CVS box, Clarissa, you're going to see the inside of it. It comes with like padded paper. It's weird. They wrap all the inside of their CVS boxes with like paper that puffs out and kind of shock absorbent. So if CJ takes off his hat, billiards are gentlemen's pastime. Yeah, and I did see you. I was looking smooth as shit, right, CJ? Just maxing and relaxing. Cold chilling like Bob Dylan, because I ain't robbing a stillin'. Oh, what a fillin' to be thrilling, chilling in Hell's Kitchen. And that was off the top of the dome right there. Maybe I'll pick up the mic again. Keyshawn versus De Los Santos. I saw that. That's weird, right? That's sooner than this Serrano fight. Yeah, they're already promoting the Serrano fight. So they were saying a lot of things about the Serrano fight, like, oh, it's the greatest card and the greatest women, and they kept referring to Serrano and Katie Taylor having 74 million views, the most ever. It's like, come on, like that was for Tyson and Paul. Like, yeah, maybe people tuned in, but that's a gaslight tactic. But it sounds good in the promotion. Mm-hmm. Story time. I got Keyshawn 60 Foudy. That's a really good fight because De Los Santos, that's a really good fight. That fight's going to tell me all I need to know about Keyshawn. If he stops him, that's going to put him at a Shakur fight. They'll be like, people, even though styles make fights and triangle theory doesn't, if he stops De Los Santos, people are gonna demand a Shakur fight. Oh, but they're friends, right? They're not going to fight each other. Yeah, whack. Oh, Jesus. So what happened with De Los Santos' manager? Tried scamming his cash? I don't know. I didn't know that there was an issue. What up, BBQ? How much money? It's $10, my man. You want to enter? This Cash App, this PayPal address. Just put Sugar Ray Leonard gloves and put your name. And if you want to enter more than once, obviously each entry increases your chances exponentially of winning the more entries you have. Or if you want to do one entry, it's $10. Let's say you send one for like 50, I'll put you in 5 times. You don't have to send 5 different 10s. But you have to specify 5 entries, He's showing over Edwin. We'll see. De Los Santos been out 2 years with a blood clot and got a rehydration. Oh, I didn't know that. Send some in bald head. Yeah, anybody who sends in some. We got to try and meet the super chat goal, which we're probably not going to do. De Los Santos landed 10 punches in 12 rounds. Shakur, I know. You've been saying that for about 6 months. So I don't think you understand how weeks and the measurement of movement of time works, Alberto, because you've been saying that shit forever. I'm getting my belt in the mail around the same time Benavidez was getting his. She's a funny one. I will only be giving away 2 tickets this time. I'm tired of losing. It's a good idea. The Los Santos manager tried to finesse him like Hector did Tony Montana. Y'all both email champs. Yep, of course there's an email champ. That's why I ignore him, Marco. I feel you. IBF does 110-pound rehydration. Only sanctioning. That's dope, too. That's dope. What they should do, same-day weigh-ins. I'm telling you guys, same-day weigh-ins would knock out so much of that fucking bullshit, that rehydration shit. It wouldn't even be funny. Orange is not in season. That sounds racist, even though I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I feel like that's dangerous. Nah, it's not. Nobody's going to try and drop 20 pounds in a day. They're just not. They know that they can't do it. They're not. And if they're that dumb to do it, they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're adults. Marco, why do I get pressed for super chats if I send 2 and Rob Calico never sent you a cent? You treat him like a king. Rob doesn't even come in the room that much anymore, so I don't know the fuck you're talking about. And I don't press you. I don't know what the fuck. And mind you, guys, I would way rather get the Cash Apps because 30% to PayPal. Why are we all paying PayPal 30% for what? I mean, excuse me, YouTube 30% for what? Reason why Benavidez didn't want the skull fight because he holds the IBF. Okay. This is your king. Shout out to E-Rock. I'm telling you. So, guys, if I do a call-in show, how do we do a taped call-in show? I guess we just put out call-ins at this time between blah and blah. How do we do it? That's the only weird thing about call-ins. I don't think you can do a call-ins on a taped show. Yeah, hell yeah, same day. You were the fighter, but someday weigh-in seems dangerous. It's not dangerous because you know what's going to happen, Bob? They're going to start fighting at their normal weight. That's all that's going to happen. So you're going to get guys like, what are we talking about? Berlanga will not be at super middleweight. Berlanga will be at light heavyweight or maybe even cruiser. That's all. But everybody will be. So it's not just him losing an advantage. You would just have to schedule them somehow. Yeah, I don't know how. Oh, Cash App. Oh, appreciate you, CJ. You're the man. Showing some love. You the man, CJ. You the man. You are the man, CJ. Just not even for the raffle. Just doing his own version of a super chat. Appreciate you. No, it's very dangerous. It's not dangerous if you're not stupid. That's stupid. You guys saying it's dangerous is just perpetuating and enabling quote unquote weight bullying. What up, leg? You'll go live online while recording the show. What do you mean live online? Oh, no, but then we can't do that because then people can screen record it and put it out when we're not ready. The network and me are going to want to have creative control. We don't what if somebody, you know what I'm saying? What if there's a mess up? What if somebody says some shit that's crude? Nah, I don't think that would work. Berlanga be like 192 that weight. I know. Peace to the chat. Peace to the gods and the earths. Berlanga walks around 200. Yeah. Alberto can't even cook a hot dog. 21 watching, only 11 likes. Okay, I take that back. Thank you, Alberto. Listen to him. You said yourself, so no such thing as weight bullies. Well, that's because it's part of the rules. That's why I said that. I don't agree with that rule. I'm advocating for that rule to be changed. No weigh-ins day before. None. And I guarantee you, there might be a couple dumb people who get hurt, but overall, it will tremendously reduce the amount of brain injuries from boxing because dudes won't be going in totally dehydrated. You might get a couple idiots, but you can't do that. Let us hear your perspective of why it's not dangerous. Why it's not? Well, it's dangerous if people are in the mentality of they're going to keep trying to cut weight within 24 hours. Not even within 12 hours. But it's not dangerous because people are going to realize you can't cut that weight in 12 hours. They can't do it. So they'll stop trying. That's why it's not dangerous. They will stop trying. You're assuming that everybody's going to try and now they're going to scramble to lose 20 pounds in 10 hours. They're not going to do that. They're going to realize it's not fucking possible. Most of them. And the few that try it, well, that's, and they could even employ, 10-pound weight restrictions. But nobody's going to try and cut weight on the same day weigh-in. They're just not. Nope. Pissed. I missed the debate. I would have cooked with no chef's hat. Vlogs, you got cooked, fam. Your shades couldn't help you. Yeah, but Vlogs was flexing. Vlogs had more guns than Smith and Wesson popping around. Dude was swole. Looked like a fucking Banana Republic model. So even though you probably cooked him a little bit, he visually fried you up in a deep fryer. I mean, we don't know what you look like, but I bet you don't. I bet you don't got the guns my man Vlogs has. And that just sounded really gay, but I'm okay. I'm okay with my masculinity to tell another man that he's swole. I've never been swole. I got a little something, but I've never been swole. Yeah, Vlogs and been in that gym. Glad I didn't try to strong arm Rob for the glove. You guys never hung out, right? I'll debate CJ. Why you got to debate anybody? CJ will roast you. CJ will roast you. Vlogs is more like on some chill shit. CJ will roast you like a luau. He will roast you like a Moana luau. I'm just saying, and you still didn't answer this guy. A guy like Tank who walks around, I would guess at 143, 145. Nah, I don't think he walks around at that. And then all that would be, you have to understand that everybody would move up. It's not a big deal. They would all move up. Everybody moves up. You guys are making it sound like if they did same day weigh-ins, only our stars would now be fighting way heavier against dudes who are way big. It would even itself out completely. Berto looks like okay. Leaving the gym right now. It's always fun hopping on the panel. It's all love at the end of the day. Word. You're still not answering the question. What's the question? You talking to me? You talking to me? Talking to me? What question? I'll answer it. I don't know what the question is. Explain to me. Explain to me your question, and I shall answer it. I used to love the summer. Ever since I had this fucking piece of shit business of mine, I hated the summer because we're always mad slow. Summer's like slow season. I can't wait to get rid of it and love the summer again. I've hated the summer now for like fucking 17 years. What up, Marcus? What's cracking? Newberg, what up, blood? What's cracking? If a fighter doesn't naturally fall into a weight class, then what weight class are they fighting in? What the fuck are you talking about? Naturally? Oh, you're saying because Well, you can lose a little bit of weight to make, the average body fluctuates 5 pounds throughout the day. So there's your answer. You can lose a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be drained and be totally dehydrated and have your brain bouncing around the walls of your skull like a ping pong ball if you drop 5 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So within whatever the closest is, that's where you go. But you have to remember, Eon. So 43 would be welterweight. That's the answer to your question. He'd be a welterweight. But everybody would be doing that. So it's not like he's going to be in there with guys Boots' size, because Boots would never be able to make welterweight if this rule is implemented. Simple. You fit in whatever weight class you fall into. But that's everybody across the board. And if they need to lose 2 or 3 pounds, even up to 5 pounds, it's not that hard. But when you're doing 10, 15, 20, that's dangerous. I'm all right, Marcus. I'm all right. Just got back from MSG at this Serrano Katie Taylor press conference. What's up, new B? Marco invested money to get from selling the business. I don't know if I'm going to sell the fucking business. It has to sell first, and that's part of the huge stress I'm going under. But I don't want to talk about that. 7 pounds either way ain't excessive. Exactly. Was watching boring ass Serrano press conference. Yeah, I thought I played this before though, Newberg, when Katie Taylor shut her up about the 3-minute rounds. She was like, "Yeah, you want 3-minute rounds? Because what? You're knockouts? You ain't knocked out anybody 3-minute rounds." It's pretty funny. Safeway is reducing weight, meeting certain weight restrictions leading up to the weigh-in. Focus on how much fun your kids have in the summer. Well, what new rule do you think? I'm same day weigh-ins, Gio. Same day weigh-ins. You're a fighter. Same day weigh-ins. This way, everybody. So, I know that would suck because you probably have to fight in a different weight class, but everybody would. So you would still be fighting the same people. You'd all be fighting the same people. It would just be under a different weight class. It wouldn't make any difference. It would just reduce brain injury tremendously. If you ask me, ain't no point of weight classes if you're going to do that. Wait, what? Wait, what? What you mean? If somebody naturally weighs 145, they're a welterweight. If somebody naturally weighs 135, you can't put somebody who naturally weighs 145 against somebody who naturally weighs 125. What are you talking about? I think you're twisting the concept of this, Eon. I don't understand why this is so hard for you to understand, or why you're so against it. It's the same shit. Everybody would be in the same boat, both ways. The difference is you'd get less brain injuries, and some people wouldn't be able to fight in certain weight classes because they're very good at losing weight, unsafely, might I add. Mark, you have a wife and kids. Dude in here would kill for that. Thanks. Who you got this weekend? Boots, man. But Boots looked real drained. Well, I didn't like it. Bridges got the best press conferences. Same day weigh-ins, back then. What if Stanionis is the only one to unify? We'll see. Eon tripping. Eon's wiling out. He's smoking that Indiana Sherm. He's getting wet. Oh, that just sounded so. I meant get wet, smoking heroin, smoking meth, whatever. Remember Chappelle Show, Wayne Brady? Oh, you like to get wet? You're smoking angel dust. You're going to Iceman Scully movie in Hartford. I didn't know about it. If you weigh 145, why not go down 5 pounds instead of trying to make 147? If you weigh 145, yeah, you could do that. Who's saying, like I just said, losing or gaining 5 pounds, Eon, is okay. If you choose to go to 140, you can do that. 5 pounds, losing 5 pounds in one day is not that big of a deal. So yeah, that's okay. We're talking dudes who are 15, 20 pounds off. You know what I mean? That it'll affect like dudes who can jump 2 or 3 weight classes. They'll just be able to jump 1. That'll be the only difference. But they'll be way safer doing it. The only belt that does, I want to go in twice. Yep. True. CJ, I'm giving Alberto 10 tickets. No, you're not. I'll send you info on IG. Okay. Thanks. Eon, do what you feel. Nah, I'm talking shit. Nah, I played you out. Or played me out. I hate weight bullies even though I'm 125 and 5'11. I walk around at 129. Exactly. So you could still make 25 in this scenario. You're good. Now, as you get older, that's not going to happen because what are you, like 18, 19? As you get older, but exactly. David Benavidez has the kind of body and discipline where he could stay. Like you look at him at 175, he doesn't look that thin. He looked thin at 168. 175, he looked good. He could stay at 75. And then maybe, put on 5 to 8 pounds or whatever before, during the day of if he's maybe, but he looked good. So there are certain dudes who could stay at that weight. They're not, we're talking about cutting water weight last minute, not dudes who can naturally, like Hopkins would naturally walk around at middleweight when he was campaigning there. So there's a difference. Gio doesn't dress like as a skeleton for Halloween. He is a skeleton. That's rude. Smart fighters stay in shape all year. Exactly. Worst KO we've ever seen. I mean, smooth. We can't. The worst? There's so many. I don't think any of us could. The worst. I mean, we can get into that if you want. So many. I mean, probably the worst overall knockout, not one punch, is Tommy Morrison versus Ray Mercer. Not only is it the worst, but that video, every time I post it or repost it, easy million views. Every time. That video has the most I've ever gotten in one video on Instagram. 10 million views just for that one video, Morrison versus Mercer. That I did, mind you, before I was even as good as I am now with the wordplay. Doesn't make sense to you? I don't know why. Everybody's on the same playing field. It just reduces brain injury, reduces dehydration. Exactly, Bailey. That's what I'm trying to tell Eon. They're not going to cut water weight. Gio, ignore that dude. He's drunk. Never seen in person, but Morrison. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to see it in person. CJ, I've been a skull trooper from Fort before, actually. Don't know what that means. Cooney versus Norton? Yeah, Cooney fucked Norton up. That was bad. Morrison, yeah, he's underrated, his power. Tommy's head popping up, old school movie popcorn. Tommy's head popped up like Orville Redenbacher. You know what I'm saying? What's this? What is this, new Boyg? What is this, new Boyg? Oh, this thing. All right. John Scully. When Pac-Man swallowed that brick, that was wild. Yeah, man. You're talking about Marquez's hammer? Yo, Pac-Man swallowed that hammer like he's Jenna Jameson on set. Just gulped down the whole brick. He gulped down the whole brick like he's muling some Haran through the airport. Check. Well, yeah, okay. I mean, he didn't invite me, but I'm sure. I don't know. Not that. Maybe he did invite me, actually. I don't even know. Wow, I didn't know he's having his own documentary. I just saw him, too. He didn't, at the Bobby Chess thing. He didn't tell me that. Tyson Burbick. Tyson Burbick was like Roy versus Montel 2. One punch caused 3 knockdowns. I did a video on that. There's a few of them that's happened. It was a little goofy, like whoop, 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 whoop. Like you could hear Three Stooges music as they're like trying to get up and kept falling over. Swallowed the whole brick. I'm gonna tell my girl to do that. Yeah, I mean I can't because she'll probably pass out and suffocate. You know what I'm saying? She can't detach her jaw. You know what I'm saying? Like a pit bull. You know what I'm saying? All right. Sorry. Open invite to all, brother. Yeah, I know. Yo, Marco, I'm going to be elite fighter that way. I'm progressing. I'm going to be Kermel Moton in a You're going to put them in a body bag? Holy shit. You don't want to talk about body bagging people. Let's not get carried away. Just say you'll put them to sleep. Say you'll hit them with a fistful of Ambien. But let's not go into body bags. There ain't no need for SVU crime unit episodes. No need for that. Let's stick to NyQuil and let's remove the body bags. Respect women, yeah. Because right. Really, really listen to them and care about their feelings. That's so funny to me, especially if you knew my wife. Like, if I ever told her she's mad at me, and I'd be like, "You're the one mad, not me. You adjust," and walked out. That's why that makes me laugh even more. Any of us who have women who won't put up with that, which is most of them, it's so funny to me. So funny. Like, if that was Tia, as I'm walking away, there would have been stilettos and remotes and shit just whizzing by my head. Wouldn't have been good. Pac-Man got a mouthful of melatonin. Nah, Pac-Man face planted like he stepped in a pothole in Times Square as he's jogging. Whop! Out. Floyd gonna be like, get up, Carmel, and the referee gonna wave it off, and I'm gonna take a shot of Don Julio. Okay. I'm glad you got the whole thing planned out. Nah, CJ a wild boy for that. That's crazy. Anybody who has a woman who is basically a woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, a couple of my friends have women like that, CJ, who you could say whatever, and they're real non-confrontational. They get all quiet. Like, but most women aren't like that. Once you get to know them, when you first meet them, they're all, you know. It was kind of boring, Robert. Quite honest, kind of boring. Marco, when you're ready to retire, I can take over. Take over what? The fuck you talking about? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but there's nothing I'm doing that I'm going to retire from, so. Edwin, what up, blood? Where you been at? My man. What can I say? My T level sky high. Nah, you just stubborn. You don't want to admit you're wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong here. You don't like admitting you're wrong, and you don't want to deal with certain conversations. That's what I'm older than you. That's like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't want to admit I'm wrong, and I don't want to get in this conversation. I'm avoiding this whole shit. That's what that shit is. Whatever emotions you don't want to deal with, that sparked, that's what that shit is. Because you know how women are. Women want to talk about everything. Shorts. You're going to take over doing my shorts? What up, Yova? Okay. Patterson versus Johansson. Yeah, that was fucking wicked. That shit was wicked. Mark will never retire. He will take by. Hell yeah. That's a fact. When is your meeting so I can burn candles? Are you joking? Are you serious? It's on Monday, but is that a joke? I can't tell with you. You pop off a lot of jokey jokes. There's levels. Word. What was the full quote? I might need to say that one day. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Full quote on what? Clarissa's. I know. You have like a little voodoo doll. You're like, Thug means never having to say I'm sorry. I'm actually glad my wife did that to me. She made me, like, humbled me in a lot of ways. And we all need it. We all need it. You know what I'm saying? What the thing is this, me and T are extremely opposite, but that's good because you can't learn from somebody who's the same. I got one of my boys, right? Him and his girl the same. His wife, I guess. They're the same. They both avoid shit. They both don't have like, in all the shit and all the shit that they don't want to face, they're similar. How do you grow if you're not made to face something? You can't. You can't. I get, not everything needs to be faced all the time, but you can't completely avoid, like, that's how you grow. Kim is, huh? I haven't been on a day where the Sugar Ray gloves were. Nah, they're still up for grabs. You wanna send in that raffle? Do it. Opposites attract. Yeah. Opposite zodiac. Is she from me? Yeah. I'm water. She's fire. My mother burns a type of plant good for energy and keeps it. Oh, thanks. It's Monday. Monday at 1 p.m. my time. So appreciate it. What plant is it? That's a quote from Weeds. My wife used to love Weeds. Wait, that's the one with what's her face, right? Where she was a drug dealer, right? The white woman was a drug dealer. She's old weed, right? If I'm not mistaken. Tia used to watch that shit all the time. I never did though. Nah, that's great life advice, Marco. Got to get someone compatible, but pushes you out. Yeah, that's a fact. Even though you don't want it, and it's annoying, and it's like you repel, because who the fuck wants to do something that they're avoiding? You're avoiding it for a reason, right? But everything must be faced at some point, and to some amount of I'm fire. And my wife's a Leo too. Boom. Mark, what's the key to successful marriage? What I just said. Dropping your ego and caring about somebody else as much as you care about yourself. And when you do that, you have to drop your ego. Dropping the ego is a big one. So being caring and dropping your ego and being open to learning. I guess. Bro, what did CJ say to the female? Oh, he goes, she was mad at him sleeping on the couch. He comes in, he's like, what the fuck? She sees her sleeping on the couch. He goes, you know what? You're the one upset, not me. You adjust. And he went up and slept in the bed and let her sleep on the couch. Gangster. You know, she was expecting, please come up. I'm sorry. Don't sleep down here. Let's talk about it. He goes, you're the one who's mad. You adjust. He just went back in the bedroom. Wiling out. Can I see the gloves closer? Sure. Sugar Ray. As you see Sugar there, you got the Sugar Ray Leonard right there. These are lace-up gloves, and there's a little hole here. Butter fucking soft leather, like high quality butter soft leather. 16-ounce lace-ups. Look, they've even got this thing to keep them fresh. So there they go. Sugar Ray. And not being a narcissist. Yeah. Well, that's part of admitting you're wrong. And, you know, same shit. I need to drop it. Drop what? What are you talking about? You adjust. Got it. Oh, yeah. Crazy. How many more raffle entries? We need 15. So we're not really even close. We got about 15. I need 30. So we need another 15. I'm going to say this next time she mad. Thanks, CJ. But 2 weeks later, I felt bad and got her a Groupon for the chiropractor. Did you really? 2 weeks? Well, I mean, hey, at least you came too, but 2 weeks is a long fucking time. Thank you. I could get him signed too. You could? All you? You want to put the Cash App in? Do it. Salute. Yeah, nah. Now, I could tell. Oh, wait. Yeah, so yeah. I mean, CJ was that's classic. You adjust. I mean, fuck. I'm not the one upset. You are, so you adjust. Like, not my fucking problem. That is like, to a woman, that's the equivalent of going into men of us being like, suck my dick, fuck you, and mushing him in the face, and your mother's a hoe. And that's the equivalent of doing that to a man, what he just did to her. That's how angering and hurtful that is to a woman. That it's so funny how different we are. That wouldn't do shit to us. But, you know, somebody being more aggressive. That was literally the translation. For those of you men who don't understand. Bruce Lee said, be water. When Eon got me a ticket for the belt, I burned a candle. And that's why you won it. Okay. Burn me the candle then, please. Burn me 20 of them. I bet Marco's a Scorpio. What makes you say that? What's up, Seth? What makes you say that? E-Rocks. I'm going to answer you if you're right, but why would you say that? She married me after that. But then you got divorced, so. I seen Jake Paul confirm he was fighting Tank. When did he confirm that? 1 cent? Good. I don't want 1 cent, you fucking punk. Carissa, that's some voodoo-ish. Nah, man. Oh, she remembered. Right, because that's your husband's birthday. Carissa, burn me a candle so I can win the next one. Emotional. Clarissa, emotional? Huh? Clarissa is Miss Cleo's cousin. Mark, read my comment 2 comments ago. Okay. How do I stay committed to one female? I mean, that's going to be hard at your age. Got to get a little older. Got to sow your royal oats a little more, my man. That's going to be tough at your age. Tough. Like that. I feel like that for men, they got to be at least in their late 20s before they could even, I don't know. And depends who you are. You know what I mean? If you've been experiencing stuff from an early age, maybe it's easier to kind of pull back when you get older. But yeah, it depends. I didn't diss you. What'd I do? Is my wife a boxing fan? Not really. She follows it because of me, but she doesn't. She could care less if she misses any fight. So no, I guess she's not a boxing fan at all. There's a couple she wanted to see, but for the most part, she doesn't. It does zero to her mentality and her psyche if she misses any fight. Marco, remember Miss? Of course, I use Miss Cleo in my videos all the time as a reference. He's countering beautifully, because he saw punches coming. Like he's Miss Cleo. Like I would do that all the time. So I shouldn't feel bad. I don't know. I don't condone it. You remember Chris Rock's old thing where he was like with OJ? He's like, it's not right, but I understand. Iana, I don't condone it, but I understand. Mine became one after 9 years. Oh, a fan of boxing. Mark used to watch Comic View on BT. I sure did. Fan of boxing. Yeah, I get you. What up, Shaner? Late night. Tia seems to enjoy boxing when she watches it, but hey, faithful, supportive wife. No, she enjoys it. Shane's been around us watching it. She enjoys it when she watches it, but like I was saying, she doesn't give a fuck if she misses it. So is that really a fan? Not really. Fan is if you miss it and you're like, fuck. My opinion. Does your wife know Roy Jones is the GOAT? Of course.
Y'all must have forgot.
Does she know Roy Jones is your king? But of course.
Y'all must have forgot.
Remember, Miss Cleo was arrested for free. She was not arrested. I think she was caught, though, being full of shit. She wasn't Jamaican. She was from, California. Yeah, totally full of shit. Miss Cleo, call me now for your free reading. God damn! Big old titties. God damn! Does she know Roy had excuses? You keep that shit up. You keep that shit up and...
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch? Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
It's not fucking with me. That's rude. You sound like you have a lovely wife. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're not married, Mo? On some real-ish, you don't want to break too many hearts while you're out there thugging. I mean, look, I'm going to teach my son, have fun, but be honest. Be honest. Don't tie down if you're not ready, but be honest. That's what I'm trying to teach. Because I didn't do that. That's what I'm going to teach him. I've already, he's not dating, he's 11, but he's starting to get crushes and shit. Be honest. Be fucking honest. But don't not have fun, but just let them know. Win-win situation. You're a real bad man? That's funny because I am also
Real bad man.
makes two of us. Video from Fight Hype. What's this video? What's this video you're showing us? What's this fucking video you're showing us? Yeah, they were scheduled to fight. I'm watching this thing. Jake Paul's supposed to fight tonight. Oh wow, yeah. So Jake was supposed to fight. I knew they were going to fight. Miss Cleo was just an actress. She was not Jamaican. I just said that, Shane. I literally just said that. Okay, so
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
that's low key facts. That's Tourette's, a plain Jane, kind of sexy. God damn! I finally found the money talk scene from Tutti Frutti from yeah. He's like, Portobello. What do you say? He goes, Magnifico. Portobello. A Tutti Frutti. He goes, he was saying how nice the house is. What did he say? He's like, oh, this is a great house. Magnifico. I think he said Portobello and then Tutti Frutti. Tutti Frutti is obviously not Italian, but you make real money in life when you settle down and are 100% committed to your craft. You mean like what I'm doing now? I'm going to really go all out because I'm really committed to it. Is that what you're trying to say? Leaving the old business that's been giving me basically tons of debt and headache and going to a new one, you're saying it's going to really pay off. I'm assuming that's what you mean. You're late? You're not late. You're just like a little bit of like a doofus.
Look at me. I'm the one with waterboard, dude.
Fucking Shane. Anyway, Shane, I'm gonna go watch. We're gonna go watch Kieran's play, either like next week or 2 weeks. This month at some point, we're gonna go watch it. Remember, just keep on swinging. That's a fact. Shane, does your family know you keep company with us ruffians? Committed to a woman, that is when life starts coming together. Well, I mean, I've been doing that shit for years, so it ain't nothing new. Oh shit, dope. Yeah, he's charging us though. You believe that? They're not giving me any free tickets. $250 per ticket. It's $1,000 seats, but $250. So I still got to spend $500, which right now hurts a little, but that's why we're like questioning maybe not going, but we want to support them too. So it's tough. I'm a CJ. I am a
Real bad man.
This is how he says it. This is the face he makes when he really says it.
Real bad man.
23 children, 22 baby mother. I am a real bad man. Shout out to Shane. He's a bad MNFer. Didn't start engineering till post-divorce. Just depends. True that. What up, Joaquin? Does anybody ever call you Joaquin? You're like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like in school, Joaquin, Bueller, Joaquin. Shane would put paws on you. Man, yeah, the only paws he puts on me is when he's shining my fucking penny loafers. That losing a business is nothing when you understand the value of living. Yeah, but you still need money. You can't survive without money. That's the problem. I happily get rid of the business. I just want to make sure I'm not fucking on the street. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, but you still do need money. So, but I feel you. R.I.P. Kenny. I don't know who Kenny Adams is. Bueller's ancient reference. Yeah, well, you know. Stop it. They always chopped up my name. I bet, man. Do you have a nickname? Would people call you anything for short? People be trying to be so philosophical. We need the funds, man. Huh? Yeah, that's true. That it's both. You know what I'm saying? It's both. It's like, yeah, health is everything. And I'd rather be healthy and broke than, you know, rich and dying. Okay. But you still can't, like, this is America. I don't live on a farm. I need to buy food. You know what I mean? I don't have a self-sustaining backyard where I could grow my own shit and just have cows back there that make me you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't work that way. Kino. Joaquin Kino. Okay, I like that. Or just Keen. I would do Keen. Kino sounds like you're a martial artist trying to take over the world and Kill Bill. Oh no, it's Kino. Not really, I can prove it. I don't know what you're talking about. Hall of Fame boxing coach. Really? Never heard of him. Seriously, Mario? I'm assuming that's an autocorrect, but we all know my name ain't Mario. Damn, where have we been on this motherfucker an hour and 15 minutes? Is Ness still live? He can't be. We only got up to like 30. Sad display. I remember when Frank Rizzo whacked some fucker for a few stones. Frank Rizzo. What else we got going on, people? Talk to me. Yeah, I'll be on for like another, I don't know, 15, maybe, or so, because it's getting late up in this bitch. Maybe even less. I started late because I got home late because of the fucking press conference. I had to take an Uber home. And by the way, it turns out that I didn't take an Uber. I took a taxi. There was these like city taxis that were in front of the train station. The Uber would have been $18. The city taxi cost me $34. Why the fuck would it be so much more expensive? I'm never taking a city taxi again. If they're going to fuck, I'll just wait. All I had to do was wait 6 minutes for the Uber. I just figured, it's right here. Because back in New York City, the yellow cabs are always a little cheaper than Ubers. They were, at least. I don't know about now. Bro, a lawyer, of course he don't care about money. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves. Super chat is saggier than 70. I know. Nobody super chat at all. 0 super chats. What's up, Harlem World? I know you probably explained it already, but why haven't you been on the Boxing Voice? Because he disrespected me, and we haven't talked since, and he needs to call me back so we could talk about it in private. Because I'm not going to go somewhere where I'm disrespected. But if we talk about it and squash it, that's one thing. But he has to get back to me, which he has not cared to do. So that shows, his level of caring about the situation. So, Eon, untrue. I've seen and understand life and violent death. Life is priceless. That's true. Use my brain. Random, but they got new bras with fake erect nips. Wow, do they really? Marco, what kind of car do you drive? Take a guess. Yeah, he is interesting. Don't say Free Mark. Free Marco, it makes it seem like he's my jailer, like he has power over me. I mean, I appreciate it, but, he ain't my jailer. He ain't my overseer. Okay, what else we got? Marco sliding. Nah, hell no. Aren't those expensive? Nope. I'll give you a hint. And I didn't know this until we bought. We lease it. I didn't know this until we leased it, but apparently it's a car that a lot of lesbians drive, or a brand that it's a big lesbian brand. I didn't know that. And that's not why I got it, obviously. Maybe that'll cue you guys in. More money, more problems, much happier with far less money. Yeah, I just want Boom. Mo got it and Shane got it. We have friends of ours because, Brooklyn, tons of like double moms. She was like, oh, you drive a Lesbaru. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, that's a big car in my community. I'm like, she was like laughing at me. And I'm like, I had no idea. Yeah, Subaru is correct. Lesbaru. Yeah. Yep. Did you know that, Shane, or did you hear that when I told you that? I had one of the gayest women I've ever known in my life. I like her though. We're cool. She's from Jersey. She told me that. I was like, okay. You got it. Owen told me. Nah, they're reliable. Not too expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Subaru, my cousin flipped his Subaru 5 times on the freeway. Got out of without just a scratch. There you go. Nah, Prius, we got a Forester. Who's the most tutti frutti person in here? That's very obvious. And there he is. Hey, Bailey, Subarus are supposed to be very good cars. Yep. Long lasting. Or like a Viagra. You feel me? Anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It's late. I will catch you guys tomorrow afternoon as per usual. We got to figure out what we do to get this channel a little spiced up a little more. Because I don't like that I got a big spike just because of that drama at the Boxing Boys. And look, we get spikes even without it. Maybe it's just such a slow time in boxing. Maybe we should start doing the betting shows or doing stuff to get this spicy. Let's think of some stuff to do. I think trivia betting maybe might be a fun thing to do. You know what I mean? Anyway, all right, people. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.